Well, folks, good evening. Welcome to gorgeous Corbin, Kentucky, home of Sonny's BBQ. Also, home of the original KFC restaurant. It's about 10 miles over yonder. It is a beautiful evening here in central southern Kentucky. Got myself a belly full of barbecue, and it made me think, I can't be the only person that plans out food stops when they're going on a road trip, right? Like, I know I'm a self-acknowledged fat guy, and I do love food, but I can't be the only one who, 100 miles away from where I'm going to be stopping, I already know where I'm going to be stopping for food. Other people do that, right? That's just not me. You don't just, like, randomly pick a place to stop when you're on a road trip. Like, you plan out where you're going to stop. Maybe it's just me. Hopefully it's not just me. Anyway, welcome to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel that's changing the world for good, one view and one viewer at a time. Thank you very much for being here. It's been a great couple of days for us as far as channel growth goes, and I definitely want to celebrate all of that, and I want to say thank you very much for all of the support. It is also Veterans Day weekend, so thank you much for all of the veterans that are out there that have given their service, or some that have given their lives in support of this country. Whether or not it was in uniform or it was in a lab coat, all of that has been appreciated. You doing what you have done has allowed all of the rest of us who never served to do what we do and enjoy the freedoms that we get to enjoy. So thank you very much for all of you who have served this country in any capacity that you have served it. Tonight I want to talk about a couple of different things. One good, one bad. I was eating my barbecue. Hang on a minute, let me change my lights here. I was eating barbecue, and I was reading on my phone for different stories, and as happens with digital devices, as you are searching things and you're doing more about a certain topic, certain things tend to come up more often in your feed, right? That's the whole idea of an algorithm. It starts learning what you're paying attention to, and it's learning what you want to see more about. It caters to your needs. And I happened to find a story that came up, which is a bit disheartening. And I'll pull this up here real quick. I'm in Kentucky, in case you were curious. That is a pickup truck. And it reads, local minister, former home health aide indicted on charges of stealing $60,000 from client. This is a rural New York story, I guess, here. A former home health aide accused of scamming a 90-year-old client will be brought to trial. Prosecutors say, name of person, who's also a local minister, stole more than $60,000 from this person. Earlier this week, she was indicted on charges of grand larceny, residential mortgage fraud, and identity theft. This person also applied for a home mortgage in the woman's name. The woman, who has dementia, has also reportedly provided the $16,000 down payment for this lady's house, and is listed as a co-owner, although attorneys say she has never stepped foot inside. And that's a horrible situation. It's horrible in every possible way it could be a horrible situation. You know, that's part of what we want to make this channel about, is to counteract all that stuff. All the bad news, all the negativity, all the taking advantage of people stuff that happens out there. It's horrible. It's all over the place. It's just not an American society thing. It's not just we're not unique in that space. But it's horrible nonetheless. It's unfortunate that we've also, unfortunately, become kind of desensitized to some of that, with how often stories of elder abuse or elder neglect or being taken advantage of all sorts of scams that target the senior citizens in our world. And there's a lot of other cultures that really do a lot better job of taking care of their seniors than we do. And unfortunately, ours have become kind of an easy mark, especially if they happen to have any money whatsoever, or if they don't have any direct relatives that are really able to pay attention to their finances. A lot of those people can be easily just unbelievably taken advantage of, wiped out overnight. It's not just stealing the jewelry from the jewelry box when they're in their house cleaning. It's things like this. And that's what I really want to make this page about. I want to encourage everybody to be positive, and I want to encourage everybody to try to be a good person and do good things. The more people that believe in that message and the more people that live that message, we can start to hopefully counteract some of this stuff. And I know it's stupid because we're a 300 and some odd viewer channel or subscriber channel, and I know it's pie in the sky thinking that we could change the world and we could change the country based on some stupid little YouTube channel, but who says we can't? Who says we can't? Just because it hasn't been done before, that doesn't mean it can't be done. Only other thing I want to talk about on the negative space is I mentioned this in a short, in an Instagram post, and a TikTok post, on my Facebook. Yesterday, Jegs made a boo-boo on their website and somehow accidentally listed a number of Coyote motors on their website for like $522 or $1,100 or $2,000. And these are $10,000, $20,000 motors respectively. And the wide world of the internet went absolutely nuts. It went on every social media platform. Everybody tries to buy these motors. And everybody knows this was a mistake. These motors are not going to be $500. They're $10,000 or they're $20,000. What people are trying to do is take advantage of a mistake and try to cost an American business an incredible amount of money. And I know that the Jags doesn't need me to stand up for him. I know that. I know that I'm, and I had tons of people with all kinds of genuinely kind of crappy comments in the comment section, a couple of these posts, where they're like, well, it's their mistake, they got to stand behind it, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you realize 5,000 or 10,000 orders where a company is losing $10,000 to $20,000 per order? You realize that puts a business out of business, right? Like, not, oops, it hurt the bottom line. It puts a business out of business. The amount of people who tried to use that exploit to be able to get those motors would have literally put Jegs out of business. A huge American company that supports a huge amount of people in the central Ohio area with their corporate center here, with their call center, with their warehouse, all of those people would have been out of business. This one thing would have cost that entire company their bottom line. Done. Out of business. And everybody knows that it was a mistake. It wasn't, are these motors really $522 a piece? You know they're not. What you tried to do is you tried to take advantage of a situation. And if you happen to be one of those people, which I doubt any of you are, I hope you look inside a little bit more about that behavior. I don't want to get too into this. I don't want to attack anybody because I don't know anything specifically, but I know people who tried to do this. And they are genuinely people who would probably try to take one over on somebody. They would try to take advantage of a situation for their own personal gain, regardless of what damage it does to other people or another business. Not saying all of them are that way, but it says something about us as a culture, and I don't like what it says. I don't want to talk anymore about that. I hope you guys understand that I feel about this, and I hope that comes through. So anyway, those are the two negative things I wanted to talk about for today. The post live stream success of the channel has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to all of you who watched the live stream or have rewatched the live stream since it went up for viewership. The amount of watch hours we have picked up over the last 2 days is almost 1/10 of the entire watch time we have on this entire channel. So those 2 days are worth a gigantic amount of view time. And that's what we need to be able to monetize this channel. I think that maybe becomes a thing. Maybe we need to do the YouTube lives on a pretty regular basis, because it's a great way to interact with people, with the people who are viewing, for people to share their stories if they're interested in it, and for us to be able to build a lot of watch time on the channel, which can move us much quicker towards getting the channel monetized. So huge thank you to all of you who either watched the video from yesterday and or watched the live stream review. It's been amazing. Thank you all so much for what you've done for this channel. If you happen to be a channel who has shared any of these videos, or even just shared the channel, Busted Radial Garage, I want to say thank you very much to you specifically. I know you shared the video, or shared the link yesterday, and I picked up 5 subscribers on the channel just from that. So thank you very much. If you are one of the subscribers that came over from Busted Radial, great to have you here. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you believe in the project, and I'll do my best to keep you entertained. So I'm going to get into the analytics here. I've got about another 2 hours worth of driving to do. I'm on my way to East Tennessee to go take care of some stuff with my dad again, and I'm going to get to his place. We'll pull up some analytics. We'll talk about it, and then I'll wrap this thing up. So give me just a couple minutes. I got to get on I-75 and head south. Southbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Oh, by the way, and yes, I do have a gigantic sweet tea to go, because of course I do. While we're on the subject, what is your food that you are just addicted to and you cannot not want? Sweet tea and brisket. For me, hi, my name is Austin, and I'm addicted to sweet tea and brisket. I'll be honest about it. I do. Oh my God, it's so good. If you're ever in Corbin, Kentucky, right off I-75, Sonny's BBQ is the spot. All right, let me get back to my dad's house, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Well, welcome back to East Tennessee. I have made it to my dad's house. And looks like the Buckeyes are having a pretty good evening. Looks like 28-3, and we're drilling down in the field goal range here to end the first half. And I'll take it. You know, it's hard to be the #1 team in the country. It really is, but somebody's got to do it. Anyway, I wanted to talk about our analytics from the last 2 days, specifically this touchdown Buckeyes! Yeah! Touchdown Buckeyes! Live action. It's been a good year for us so far. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the analytics from yesterday and the overall analytics of how things are going with that after the live. And let's dive right into those. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I've already talked too long. Let's dive into the analytics. Okay. 373 current subscribers is where we are right now. And I did put up a short just a little bit ago while I was on the route. I guess that was right when I was leaving Columbus. 5 hours and 50 minutes ago. And it's not quite my worst, but it's almost my worst, which is okay. Again, with shorts, you really never know whether or not it's going to take off or not. Plus, it's Saturday, and I know a lot of people have got a lot of things going on. So it is what it is on the shorts. If we go into the video from yesterday, this is our video with my extremely questionable, if you didn't see the full size of this photo, you don't want to see it, thumbnail. And here's where we are. Video's done pretty well. If you can see the gray line, I don't know if you can even see that, but it's right in basically the width of my finger. That's the average, and this is doing really well. It's actually just above, it's kind of going out up and above where it's normally going to be. 176 views so far, 16.9 watch hours, which is great. Did not pick up any subscribers, but that's okay, no big deal. If we go into our audience tab here, it's going to be typical what we see here. 92% is going to be subscribed versus 7.7% not subscribed. Drill down, and it's starting to look like people are spending more time that are not subscribed, which is awesome. And I would love to say that this number here, if you guys can spend this kind of time with me every single day, that's the recipe for success. So thank you all very much for all that. I really do appreciate that. But if we go back and we can look at the overall analytics of the channel for the day. Oops, sorry for it bouncing around there. Phone doesn't like trying to focus on this. And I am shooting all this with my phone because I don't want to spend any extra money on camera stuff just yet for this channel. But if we go to the analytics of the entire channel, you can see the wavy line where we go up a little bit, we go down a little bit, we go up a little bit, we go down a little bit. But most importantly is this watch time thing where we're still way up here. We're at 33.3 hours yesterday, 42.3 hours the day before that. So across the entire thing, we've got 75 watch hours here between these 2 days out of a grand total of 632, which, like I said in the beginning of the video, is awesome. That's one of the beautiful things about those long video chats that we can have. Those lives give us the ability to really rack up a lot of watch hours, which is going to be the biggest, trickiest part about getting this channel monetized. And I'll go over again real quick the progress as far as monetization goes. Hey, we can almost do shopping. 500 subscribers, you could do that. Oh, no, we can't. That's it. We're at 511 watch hours. We need to hit 3,000. So this is the eligibility for making the channel monetized, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which we're currently, hello, focus, 511 watch hours. So we're more than a third of the way there on subscribers. We're, I don't know what that is. I don't want to do that math. It's Saturday. But it's all trending in the right direction. So thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate you guys believing in this project and believing in this process. I'm excited about what's going to happen coming up. I've got some big stuff coming this next weekend. I'm going to try to keep doing daily videos even when I'm down here with Dad. I don't know what exactly I'll be involved with, but I'll do my best to keep it entertaining and interesting. Thanks as always for being here, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening and Sunday morning, because I probably won't see you before Sunday morning. So take care.